Hello, Just Too Good here. Today we're taking a look at the LEGO Movie 2 Emmet's triple-decker couch mech with 312 pieces, 3 minifigures, though technically one mini doll and one brick-built character. It retails for $30 in the United States, where currently it's a Target exclusive, but it'll expand in more places at the summer. The Emmet of the set has a face print that appears in a lot of the sets, but not most of them, so it's not like the most common one, but still, it is a very easy to get one in general. At the back, he does have a more angry face, which I guess is really fitting because he does want to kick some butt with this triple-decker couch mech he made. The only exclusive figure in this set is Rampage Kitty, which is a really interesting build. I mean, it wasn't anything prominent in the movie. I think this appeared for like a frame in the movie, if I'm not mistaken. But I love how this is using that piece that's usually used for like the car washes and whatnot attached at the top. That's really clever. And just kind of that scared cat jumping look that they got going on with a new face print. That looks really creepy and crazy. Very fitting for a very angry kitty like Rampage Kitty. So here's Sweet Mayhem. While this is a relatively cheap way to get the figure, she has come in cheaper sets like introducing Queen Whatever. The design of this actually has the same face print from that set from my understanding, which underneath there you can see it's kind of a confident smile. I don't really think it's a spoiler to show her face anymore. And she comes with this hair piece, which I still really like that hair piece design. I think it's really cool how metallic-esque it looks. It's just an interesting color in general. The build for the wings and whatnot is interesting, where there are two separate pieces, and the other wings are attached as kind of a shoulder pad piece to the mini doll. I've shown it disconnected before, but you also get some designs for the side arm printing, also some side leg printing, and if you're wondering how she looks with the helmet on the back, still looks really cool. But again, this is nothing new, and this appeared a lot in the first wave of sets. Oh, and she has a little blaster as an accessory, and if you want, you could hold her helmet with this clear cylinder they give. They also provide sparkling blue flames for when she's going through the air and whatnot. So here is the first build of the set, which is the triple-decker couch mech. Keep in mind, there's also an alternate build using the same pieces of the triple-decker couch, which we'll take a look at in a little bit. This version, I think I like a little bit better because it is a lot more unique. They use all the pieces in this version as well, while the triple-decker couch mech uses about half or even less than half of the pieces, so you get a lot of leftovers. But the design of this does have that style from the original double-decker couch that it's based off of, where you have medium blue pieces I really like, some brown, and some gray. We'll start at, it's not really the cockpit, but the second level of the triple-decker couch, which is where Emmet controls the mech. There's 1x2 jumpers to fit one minifigure on there, maybe two if you want to put one to the side here and then kind of crunch one up there, but I don't know if that would really fit properly. And it's a really clever build because Emmet uses these cups on these little arm pieces to control the mech. I think that's just really fun as an idea. On the side platforms, there's the third level of the mech where you could sit more minifigures. They'll just have to attach to the 2x2 jumpers, so you could put probably 4 on the top in total. And there's cup holders on the side there as well. And those could be adjust up and down if you'd like. And you could also adjust these top floors as well, where you could put them all the way to the top like this, maybe make it look like a V or whatnot. And that looks a little bit more like a cockpit. Or just put them all the way to the side like how they were before. What is really unfortunate, though, is that the first level of the triple-decker couch, which is right under the second level, cannot fit a minifigure. You can see that it's too short of an area. You could maybe push it down a bit, but even that, you can't really get a minifigure if they have a hairpiece. That's quite a shame. I was hoping to have another place to put a minifigure, but none fit there, so it's really just for show. At least there's a few spots at that third floor, but yeah, kind of lame in my opinion. But sort of a similar problem with this first level here. The top of the legs do interfere with this second level in terms of adjustment and rotation, where they kind of clash at this top part. Now you get some clever positions to maybe make the legs move, but they're not as fluid in movement and positions as I hope they would be. It's not too big of a deal though. So we have those mini ball joints right there, but there's also a little hinge part in the middle of the leg so that you can get different poses, just kind of stepping forward or stepping backward and whatnot. Also, to kind of support the weight of the whole mech, attached to the feet are these extra hinge pieces so that you could adjust those as well and get different positions to stabilize the mech in whole. Finally, for the arms, the left one has more of a claw-like design, which does have some points where we have this little mini ball joint here for rotation. There's another clip right here so that you can move it up and down, and then another miniature ball joint so that you could rotate the hand. And there are these little, I guess, claw-like designs where you could adjust them, and you would think it would be easy to hold, say, Sweet Mayhem with these claws, but it actually gets kind of a pain in the butt because she's a thin minifigure, and that's okay. But she slips out a lot, and also when you move these up and down, since they're only clipped on the side, they tend to break off like that, which really is annoying. As for the right arm, I think I like this one a lot better. It has the same rotation as the left arm, where you have the clip there, mini ball joint up top, mini ball joint at the bottom, but instead they go with a saw-like design, I guess, or a razor-like design for the end here. In general, that's just a really interesting design choice. It's fun to play around with, and it is a lot more functioning than that left arm where it seems like the pieces pop off a lot. The look from the back is, I don't know, a bit less covered up than I hoped, but I do like how they use these ladders almost as if they're jetpacks to this. You could also look at it as a way to climb up to the top floor and whatnot, but it's some nice part usage that looks pretty cool. You could even use it as maybe like a wing design or whatnot. They easily rotate using this piece right here, the T connection. And I like how that design is overall. And despite my qualms with some of the functions of it, you can still get some cool poses out of this mech. But let's take a look at the alternate build of this set, the regular triple-decker couch. As for the triple-decker couch, the build for this is a lot like the double-decker couch build, but now with that extra row at the top. And it uses some sudden on top techniques that I really like on building the framework for it. Each row is 10 studs wide, and you could seat up to 6 minifigures because there's 2 2x2 jumpers on each of the rows. And we do have 2 cup holders as well. And at the top, it's built a little bit differently because you don't have that extra row at the top of that specific row. And that's actually where they show Unikitty on the box and whatnot. And there's not too much else going on here. We do have the little ladders at the side so that you can climb up to whichever row you'd like. And as I previously said, there's a nice studs knot on top technique to build the framework of this at the back of the build. But that's really it for the 2 builds of this set. This is definitely the simpler one of the bunch. Let's take a look at the packaging and then the final verdict. Here's the box for this set. I think it's a typical $20 box size, but I might be wrong. But it's definitely meant to be vertical. And at the back, just shows some of the features of this set. As for the instructions, we have one for the triple-decker couch, which does have an ad for the LEGO movies at the back. And then we have one for the triple-decker couch mech, which has an ad for the LEGO movie sets from Wave 1. And the same ad for the LEGO movies from the other ones back. So overall, the triple-decker couch mech, I can't help but feel a little bit let down with. Like, I like it as a display piece a lot still, but the function on it isn't as smooth as I thought. Sure, I could get some cool poses, but it feels like a lot of them weren't really thought totally out. You can't sit anybody at the bottom. Some of the parts kind of get in contact with others and just kind of blocks it from functioning a little bit better. And some of the parts in general weren't well thought out, like this little hand right here where it just keeps clipping off. The actual triple-decker couch build is pretty perfect in what it's trying to do, but that only uses a fraction of the pieces. And in general, I don't feel like this is worth a $30 price. Even this mech, which I really like the display of, doesn't feel like it has enough content for a $30 set. Keep in mind there's only one exclusive figure too, with the super angry Rampage kitty. The other 2 figures aren't anything too desirable, and that is also a letdown as well. So I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I'm going to have to give this one a C+. A lot worse than I thought it would be. But what do you guys think? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Bye.